Hello everyone, it is Mike here and welcome to another tournament. We got a great one here for you. It is going to be Robert L versus OMG, it's J. 15 versus 15. It's going to be a great one. Or Darkness, we're going to call him Darkness. And yeah, both teams have done really well. Of course, one took out the champion, so that was a big deal. And we're going to kick things off. Who are we starting off with? Wow, we got a lot of smoke. And it is Kotal Khan. All right. Kotal Khan in the house. Always good to see him. And what an entrance. And we'll see who number 2 is here. And it is going to be Luigi. So, yeah, I know it says Mario, but it's technically both. It's like a double attire. The second attire is Mario. That's actually a really good idea. I've talked about this before. But we're starting off with Kotal Khan versus Luigi. And that's going to be an epic fight. And look at Luigi. Oh, wow. Nice takedown there on Kotal Khan. And as they're eliminated, I will tell you what team they're a part of. And number 3 is the guy from Yakuza. Can't say his name. Too long. I'd probably butcher it anyway, so it doesn't matter. And Baraka is number 4. So Baraka coming in at number 4 here. We definitely have a lot of interesting people here. We're gonna see some crazy matchups, and there goes Luigi. So that is gonna be a loss for Darkness. So first loss goes to Darkness. And Agent 47 in trouble. And wow, someone saved him. And a nice DDT there by Agent 47. And number 6 is Robert Belcher from Bob's Burgers. And number 7 is Joe Burrow. So Joe Burrow in the house. He's got mixed up with all of these people. Number 9 is here. And I like Joe. Joe's one of my favorite new quarterbacks. I like him and Mahomes. It's just not the same. You know, I grew up with a bunch of quarterbacks, and now they're all gone. They're all retired. And it's never going to be the same again. And number 8 is Fujin. And Total takes out Baraka. So that is going to be a loss. For OMG. So 1-1. And number 9 is Barf. Terrible name. It's from he's from Spaceballs. I know it's kind of like it's a spinoff making fun of space movies, I believe. So that's why his name's Barf. I've never watched it. I'm not a big fan of like movies that try to make fun of other movies. Like I guess a lot of people like Scary Movie, but I think they're kind of cheap. I'm not a big fan of comedy. I like some stand-up and I like some certain shows, and anything Seth MacFarlane does is great. Or South Park creators. I want to say their names Matt Stone and Trey Parker. Not 100. I always get their names mixed up though. Sometimes I say Trey Stone, so I think I got that right. And look at Fujin. Oh wow, what a counter. I really like Fujin. I think I talked about that on the last one that he was in. That I used to not be a giant Fujin fan, but now I am. I think Fujin's excellent, especially after MK11. And look at Barf going after Cloud. And Barf slamming Cloud again. Wow. And Agent 47 with the stunner. Oh, another stunner. Goodness. And there goes Joe. That's going to be a loss for Darkness. So 2-1. It's been kind of slow starting off. And maybe he'll pick up soon. Usually if it starts off slow, you lose a bunch of people all at once. And then it just makes everything harder for me to keep track of. But there's definitely going to be some brutes in this. Some super heavyweights that are not going to go easy. And we're going to see how far Kotal Khan can go. Luigi's already done. He was the first one done. So we'll see how far Kotal Khan can go. He is a beast, and there's going to be some game changers coming in here, and I'm wondering how they're going to perform. And Captain Rogers, it should be America. Number 11, there goes Robert Belcher. It's going to be a loss for OMG. OMG did excellent. You know, he beat the champion, which is like extremely hard to do. So his team is legit. He has some key players on his team that can cause a lot of destruction. But we'll see how they stack up against Darkness's team. Darkness has some really good ones. So both sides have some really good super heavyweights. Another stunner. Goodness, how many stunners is Fujin going to get? And number 12 is Uncle Phil. And Uncle Phil's tough. He's tough, though. He's definitely going to be hard to get out. And 47 in trouble. And Kotal Khan, oh my goodness. That's a lot. I don't know if Uncle Phil's that big on the show. I don't know if they've made him, you know, more larger on here. But, I mean, he's very intimidating on here for sure. And I know there's been times where, you know, he just didn't put up with any crap. I haven't really watched a lot of Fresh Prince, enough to know about him. But I've seen a few episodes, and I've definitely seen the scene with that involves the pool room, which I thought was a really good scene. He's just a really good character. And Agent 47 is finished. Going to be a loss for Darkness. And there goes Kotal Khan. That's a giant loss for Darkness. Wow. The guy from Yakuza, he's doing really good. I'm surprised he's still in it. And Cloud is finished. It's going to be a loss for OMG. Wow. A bunch of people getting dumped out, which we knew was coming. We knew eventually it would happen. Cap with the power bomb and the knee to the head. Wow. Oh, and Barf stole an elimination. Wow. And that's going to be a loss for Darkness. Can never find that guy's name. I have so much trouble finding that guy. I can't pronounce it. I'm not going to even try. Optimus is number 13. But he did really good. I mean, he did as good as he could do. And Barf eliminates Fujin. So Barf is going to be really, maybe not. Cap may be able to pull it off. Maybe not. And Fujin's going to be a loss for OMG. Man, they're trying to get rid of Barf. And Optimus saved him. Oh, you never do that. You never do that. And Stewie is number 14. Oh my goodness. Oh. That was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought he was going to get rocked. But he didn't. And Leon is number 15. Leon, what in the world is... Oh, wow. Got a good choke on Optimus. And William Wallace, 16 here from Braveheart. You know what? I've never seen that movie all the way through. All I remember is freedom! Freedom! As they're giving him one of the worst death sentences ever. You know, some of these, people always sit around here and like say, oh, this is bad, what's going on in another country, and it's the end of times, and end of times are coming, and all that stuff. And it's like, do you realize they used to, give people bloody eagles? I think our society, as messed up as it is, I think we're better than back in the day. I think we're doing a lot better, okay? So people act like it's the end of the world all the time. And Leon's going to be a loss for Darkness. Yeah, I mean, like, I forget what punishment they did to William Wallace, but it's like one of the worst deaths you can ever have. And it's like nowadays it's just a lethal injection and people cry over that. Barf's going to be a loss for Darkness. So Darkness is losing a few. Yeah, I forget what they... I remember in history class, though, because we talked about Braveheart. We never watched it, though. But we talked about it. And my teacher said, I forget what the death's called. The execution's called. But it's the worst pain you can go through. It's like one of the worst ones, besides the bloody eagle that the Vikings do. And people are just complaining about all these little things. And it's like, you realize you never got a bloody eagle. And the whole thing about the bloody eagle was, I think if you cried, or either cried or yelled, I think it was cry or yell, I don't know exactly which one. But if you did that, you didn't go to the Viking afterlife of Valhalla. So, That's some crazy stuff. So not only is are you losing your life in the most painful fashion ever, if you react in a certain way, you don't get the afterlife. It's just crazy stuff. And, this is not really a spoiler because you won't be able to know where it's coming from or when it's going to happen. Sweet Tooth's a loss for Darkness. But there's a scene in Vikings, the show Vikings. There's this character, and he gets it. It gets done to him. And the dude takes it like a champ. And but it was just such tragic. I actually like that character. I forget what his name is. I don't know what season. But it's just watching him go through that. Of course, they didn't show it all the way. But if you know how it works, it is the worst death anyone can have. But anyway, I need to stop talking about that. I'm talking like a Viking. I'm trying to be a war raider now, like those wannabes. Yeah, I would like to see Eric and what's the other one's name? So goofy. Optimus is finished. Going to be a loss for OMG. Goro's here. Oh, wow. I can't wait to see how good he does. Because he does good. And it looks like we're getting Ivan Ooze at 21. He's a weird-looking dude. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch Braveheart. I feel bad that I'm a big movie buff. And there's still movies, no matter how many movies I watch, there's always one that I miss that's like a classic. And Braveheart's one. So I'm going to have to find 3 hours of my life to waste, or not to waste, to watch Braveheart. And Stewie is done. That's going to be a loss for OMG. And Craven is 22, and Ivan Ooze just did not stand a chance. And Craven is here. I am not a fan of Craven, and Ivan Ooze is a loss for Darkness, so, it's not a giant difference yet, but Darkness is definitely losing so far. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Craven. Didn't care that the movie got pushed back. I thought the trailer looked really bad. I've never liked the character. I don't understand his whole purpose. I may watch the movie, but I'm not gonna be standing outside the theater an hour before it comes out. Camping outside. I don't know if people still do that. I don't think people still do that for movies, unless it's in-game or something. And Green Arrow is number 23. And William Wallace fighting Craven. Look at Goro. Goro is such a beast. And Goro tries to eliminate the Riddler, but the Riddler outsmarts him. And number 24 is Sun Tzu. I know. You don't know who's going to show up here. I still can't believe this guy, is downloadable. Apparently someone read The Art of War and was inspired. Sun Tzu is really, he's got some wise teachings. I'd have to read The Art of War. I need to read it. They recommend to read it. And Craven is finished. Well, no, it's not Craven. It's William Wallace. That's going to be a loss for OMG. And who is going to be next to get eliminated? I'm trying to think of who's been in here the longest. Probably Cap. Goro's been in here for a little bit. Goro could pull it off all the way. I mean, he is extremely dangerous. He's probably one of the best people you can get on your team, by far. Now, I don't think, if I don't recall, it's been a little bit, but I don't think he did too well on the last one. But, I mean, you could still get eliminated no matter what. I don't know. That is not on me, that glitching stuff that you're seeing at the top. I don't know what causes that. I think it's putting all these face scans and all these images, you know, if it was just regular superstars, it probably wouldn't happen. And Zangief is number 25. And he is extremely dangerous, especially at number 25. Wow. And Riddler is going to be the next one, unless someone interrupts it. And yeah, he is done. That's a loss for OMG. So he's starting to catch up with Darkness, starting to even out some. He's still got Sun Tzu around. The Art of War going after. He's not afraid of Goro. He wrote The Art of War. And look at, double headbutt. '26 is the Hawk. Oh, wow. You're getting some big guys in the final five. Oh, man, this is just... It's definitely one of the best on the team. And definitely one of the best. It could be top three best in this matchup. I think the top three are in here. The top three best. Out of all the 30, I think it's these three. The big guys. Look at Goro. Wow. Slamming Green Arrow. Mahomes going after Zan. What a move. Wow. Just a beatdown going on in here. And who is going to get eliminated next? It could be Cap. Because Cap's been in here for a while. Oh, wow. He maintained himself. Unbelievable. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Cap stop Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu was going to go for something. I don't know what he was going to try. I don't know if it would have been successful or not. And Cap takes out Zan. Wow. That's a big loss for Darkness, as one of the big three has fallen. That's a giant elimination. And Goro trying to get rid of the Green Lantern. Oh, not the Green Lantern. Goodness, Green Arrow. Wow. The Hawk's here to help. Yeah, he has no chance. He is finished. And that's a loss for OMG. Definitely finished after that. I think it's just a 1-point difference right now. I think it's 10-9 according to my records. And Mahomes is going to take out Craven. And that's going to be a loss for Darkness. No, my bad. A loss for OMG. So now it is officially a tie, according to my records. I could have missed one and not have saw it, but I'm getting 10-10, which is great. You know, we like competition. We don't like landslides. And Jimmy Hopkins is number 28. We got Captain Price. Wow. Jimmy Hopkins from Bully. Can he bully anyone here is the question. He may have met his match. You know, I like to see him bully Goro. And Sun Tzu's going to be a loss for Darkness. So we're getting down to the final few. And Omni-Man is number 29. Wow. That's really good for 29. And Mahomes is done. So that's going to be a loss for Darkness. He should be only down to 3. And the Captain America finished. Going to be a loss for OMG. So, yeah, it's still really close. And one team has 2 of the big 3. Of course, Omni-Man could be really deadly as well. And I'm so excited to see him on MK. So excited. That character needs more exposure. So does Homelander. Both of them do. You know, they're both, you know, just complete jerks, but, you know, still. And if I had to choose, I'd go with Homelander, but I don't know if he could beat Omni-Man. Number 30 is Atrocitus. You know what? I think Darkness is actually down to 2. Looking at it. Yep. I may have missed Uncle Phil. That's the only one I didn't mark. That. So I think it's 2-4. Yep, 2-4. Yeah, OMG has 4. Darkness has 2 left. Oh, and Price saves his teammate. Wow. Hey, talk about being a team player. Just know that Omni-Man is definitely not a team player. He's definitely not. And Hopkins. Oh, there goes Goro. That is big. Goro is finished. One of the best people. One of the big three in this matchup is done. And that's going to be a loss for OMG. So he is down to 3. So now it's 3-2. So, it did favor one team a little bit, but it's not really bad. It's always going to, nothing's ever going to be perfect. We've had it really perfect a couple times. But, oh, double hits. Jimmy and Omni-Man working together. Oh, Omni-Man with just a dirty hit on Atrocitus. And that hit was Atrocitus. I don't think he's going to be having kids after that hit. Especially from Omni-Man. Imagine getting punched there by Omni-Man. That's even worse. Oh, man, I don't want to even think about it now. I shouldn't have even brought it up. Because that would definitely hurt. Look at Omni with a nice strike there. Still 2-3. I don't think Jimmy can take. I think Jimmy is the weakest link of the. If he takes Price, I'll be really shocked. Yeah, I don't think Jimmy can take anyone here. He's going to have to get some kind of charge, maybe. He's definitely the weakest of the 5. And can Captain Price make this a 2v2? He just did. Atrocitus is finished. So now it is 2-2. But, I mean, you got the Hawk and Omni-Man. Both are on different teams, so they're definitely the captains. And Jimmy Hopkins is definitely the weakest of the 4. If he eliminates Omni-Man, I've seen it all. Jimmy's done. Yeah, I saw that one coming a mile away. So, Darkness has turned it around, but look who he's got to get rid of. The Hawk. That's what OMG's got. That's all he's got. But that is something good. Of course, Darkness, Omni-Man's trying, and him and Price have really worked well together. And there goes Price. So a 1v1 now. This couldn't go any better. Omni-Man versus the Hawk for your final two. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, man, this is going to be a masterpiece. And the Hawk has done it. Even though it was 2-1, it didn't matter. The Hawk's really good. He's going to be really tough to defeat. And Darkness has been eliminated from the tournament. OMG, it's Jay, will continue on. And just a remarkable one to go to the Final Four. I mean, we're officially going to the Final Four. We got 3 left, and we're done. So I cannot wait to wrap things up. Usually when I get about halfway through this tournament, the first thing that comes to mind is I have to finish it. I have to finish it. And I even caught myself making a mistake. I almost let someone in to the Elite 8 that lost. I came this close, really close. And I caught my mistake just in time. But yeah, you got to be really careful around this time. And now we are officially at the Final Four, so it takes a lot off of me. Just knowing we're at the Final Four. I'll probably have to switch one of the accounts around, some people, but that's it. I hope you all enjoyed it, though, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. A great tournament. Hawk wins. OMG going to the Final Four. Hawk is not going to WrestleMania, though. I almost forgot to say that. I'll see you.